how I left Islam to enter Christianity. It was a process. And the process was that every day I will do my 5 prayers. But then at some point, I decided to read the Quran. And as I read the Quran, I can see in the Sunnah, Al-Imran, chapter 3, verse 45 to 47, that surah is saying to Mary that she will conceive a child. And that child will be from God. And Mary is responding to the angel, how is that even possible? I'm a virgin. And the angel said, the Spirit of the Lord will come on you. As I was reading that, I was confused. Because I was like, that means that baby is not normal. Right?
Come on.
And as I continue to read the Quran, I study, the Quran tells me that Isa, who is Jesus, is the only one that is pure, sinless in the Quran. Another surah also reveals to me that Isa is the word of God. And I was like, who is this Isa? And I started to read more. I went to one mosque and I showed him the verse that says that among all the prophets of Allah, including Muhammad, they all committed sin. They are sinners. But the only one that lived the perfect life was Isa. But the Quran also tells me that only Allah is sinless. So the Quran was telling me that Isa is God. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, as I'm reading that, I was like, the Imam was like, stop reading. Stop reading.
No.
Yes, he told me stop reading. This is not a good translation. I'm like, this is Arabic. Do you know what I mean? And then when he says that, as I was very stubborn, I was like, no, I'm going to read more. And as I read more, I came to the conviction that I need to search for a solution.
Come on.
I was playing football professionally.
Thank you, Jesus.
You know, I signed my first pro contract as a 16 years old, started to earn a lot of money. And sexual immorality. I was playing in the UK. I played in France. I played in Belgium. I played in Germany. I played in Israel. And the country where I was reading and questioning the Quran was Switzerland, where I was playing football in Switzerland. And as I was there reading that, and it does not make sense. And I was like, what's that? And I started to study about religion. Because in my background, in my football academy, once my mom died, to come back to when she died, we flew to Ivory Coast.